that Feiyu is the rune of fulfillment, ambition satisfied, love shared, rewards received. It promises nourishment from the most worldly to the sacred and the divine. For if the principle, as above so below, holds true, then we are also here to nourish God. This rune calls for a deep probing of the meaning of profit and gain in your life. Look with care to know whether it is wealth and possessions you require for your well-being, or rather self-rule and the growth of a will. Another concern of Feiyu is to conserve what has already been gained. This rune urges vigilance and continual mindfulness, especially in times of good fortune, for it is then that you are likely to collapse yourself into your success on the one hand, or behave recklessly on the other. Enjoy your good fortune and remember to share it, for the mark of a well-nourished self is the ability and willingness to nourish others. Okay, so that's your overview. I'm not sure if that is relevant at all. I hope so. Your challenge is called Suelu. I love living in places where people think it's awesome to drive loud, stupid cars around. Okay. So this is your challenge. This is called wholeness, or refers to wholeness. Suelu stands for wholeness, that which our nature requires. It embodies the impulse towards self-realization and indicates the path you must follow, not from ulterior motives, but from the core of your individuality. Seeking after wholeness is the spiritual warrior's quest, and yet what you are striving to become, in actuality, is what by nature you already are. Become conscious of your essence and bring it into form. Express it in a creative way. A rune of great power, making life force available to you, Suelu marks a time for regeneration down to the cellular level. Although this rune has no reversed position, there is reason for caution. You may see fit to withdraw, or even to retreat in the face of a pressing situation, especially if events or people are demanding that you expend your energy now. Know that such a retreat is a retreat in strength, a voyage inward. For centering, for balance, timely retreat is among the skills of the spiritual warrior. Suelu counsels opening yourself own personal experience that's a little bit maybe relevant to the questions that you have is I guess I would want to share that in my experience, at times of feeling separate from people and cut off, and sorry, this dog, sorry, is to realize that, I don't know, in my experience, the people in my life are pretty much just mirrors of whatever thoughts I'm holding about myself, and I went through a long period of time where I really thought very poorly of myself on a deep level. Even though, I had accomplishments and qualities that I could hold up and say, look, this has value, deep down, I didn't feel like I had any value. Or I guess I worried that I didn't. Or I was telling myself that I didn't. And the result of that for me was to become very suspicious that other people shared the same opinions, and that they were judging me, and that I was in a really negative sort of lifestyle. I was, okay, sorry about that. And sorry if that was noisy while she was scratching to get in. I was hoping to put it off until I finished your video, but, anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, at the time, I didn't realize that basically my outward appearance and the way that I interacted with people was, basically, an expression of the beliefs that I was holding inside about myself and the fears that I had. And, like now, I mean, I've spent the last year or so, getting in shape, which is, I used to think that was the problem, and now I realize that that was just the, expression of the problem that was going on inside. And so now my view of it is completely changed, and, I don't identify with that as who I am. It's just what my physical body sort of became, because I was using, I think, for me personally anyways, and this is just a theory, but it feels like the case, I was using that extra, I don't know, layers of that extra padding as a shield, really, as a means to keep myself insulated from letting people really come, get close to me and see me for who I am. And it was never a matter of anyone else accepting me. That was not the thing that changed my experience, not because there was a definite change for me that has really transformed my life in that way. I mean, it's not perfect yet, but it's a vast improvement. I went from feeling like I literally would be uncomfortable, like walking in public in the supermarket or something, because I just felt like I didn't even deserve to take up the space that I occupied in the world, and that I was constantly in people's way, and, people would look at me and just think I was disgusting and pitiful and pathetic and all of that stuff. Like, that was what I was telling myself on a constant basis. Like, it was just a loop of self-criticism and judgment. And that was what I had to sort of let go of and ask for help with from the universe or whatever. that is mirrored back to me in the people that I meet, and people are generally a lot more positive towards me, and I feel like I'm able to really be open and authentic and let my true self come through, because I'm accepting myself more. Therefore, I'm able to just be me and allow the people who are attracted to that to come into my life, and the people who are, repelled by it, or just, if that's not their thing, they can leave my life or stay out of it, and I'm okay with that now. And as a result, my life is filling up all the time with people who I have these authentic, genuine connections with, and it's amazing. So in my experience anyway, and this is just what I wanted to share with you, because it's kind of, it's just what I thought of when I read your message. It's not so much about trying to get other people to see you for who you are. It's more about you seeing you for who you are and coming to really love that person and accept that person. And then you'll be able to go out and be fearless and, just express who you are, and not be looking to other people to validate that and show you approval. I really wanted to get into this a little bit, because I have a lot of personal experience with this, and I still to this day have a general tendency to want other people to kind of validate me and show me approval, and there's a few people specifically who I really, really want their approval, and I watch what it does to those relationships, and it has the effect of, it's like I'm afraid that they don't approve of